Do you ever encounter a scenario where no matter what you do, you just couldn't seem to fall asleep at night? You tried counting sheep, drinking warm milk, and even started reading the whole dictionary, but nothing seemed to work. And oh look, sunlight. You found yourself feeling tired and irritable during the day, and your work and personal life began to suffer. Insomnia is a common sleep disorder that affects millions of Americans each year. It can be caused by a variety of factors, including stress, anxiety, and certain medical conditions. While there are many medications available to treat insomnia, some are more effective than others. In this video, we will be discussing the top 10 drugs for insomnia. Let's get started. Disclaimer: the information provided in this video is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of a qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have watched in this video. All the medications mentioned in this video will come in their generic name. Zolpidem. Are you tired of tossing and turning all night? Well, have no fear, Zolpidem is here. This little pill is one of the most popular drugs for insomnia in the US, and for good reason. It binds to specific receptors in the brain that help regulate sleep, meaning you'll be snoozing like a baby in no time. But before you pop that pill and hit the hay, there's something you should know. Zolpidem has a bit of a wild side. And no, I don't mean partying until the break of dawn. I'm talking about sleepwalking. Yep, that's right. Some people who take Zolpidem have been known to get up in the middle of the night and do all sorts of things, like cook meals, clean the house, or even drive a car. And here I thought sleep was supposed to be a time for rest and relaxation. Esopiclone. Alright, time to talk about other popular medication for insomnia. Lunesta, also known as Esopiclone. This little guy works just like Zolpidem, by binding to receptors in the brain that control our sleep cycle. But here's the twist: Lunesta sticks around longer than some other sleep aids. That's right, it's got a longer half-life than some of its competitors. And you know what that means? More sleep for you, baby! Hooray! But hold on, don't get too excited just yet. Remember, there's always a catch. And in this case, it's the risk of drowsiness the next day. Yep, if you take Lunesta, you might find yourself feeling a little bit like a zombie when you wake up. And let's be honest, nobody wants to feel like a Walking Dead extra when they're trying to start their day. Diphenhydramine. I've got some news about diphenhydramine. And it's not just for allergies anymore. That's right, this little allergy medication has a secret life as a sleep aid. Who knew? Apparently, it works by blocking the action of histamine, which is basically the chemical in our brain that keeps us awake and alert. So take a diphenhydramine pill and say goodbye to all your annoying late-night tossing and turning. But wait, there's a catch. While diphenhydramine may help you catch some Z's, it also comes with some pesky side effects. First off, you might wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck. That groggy feeling that just won't go away? Yep, that's diphenhydramine for you. Trazodone. Trazodone, the antidepressant that moonlights as a sleep aid. That's right, this medication is like a superhero with a double life. By increasing the levels of serotonin in the brain, Trazodone can help regulate both mood and sleep. It's like killing two birds with one stone, or should I say, two problems with one pill. But as with any superhero, Trazodone has its kryptonite. And that kryptonite is drowsiness. Yep, if you take Trazodone for your insomnia, be prepared for a groggy morning. You might even feel like you need a nap or two to get through the day. And as if that wasn't enough, you can also look forward to a dry mouth and dizziness. Doxepin. Oh boy, here we go again with another medication that moonlights as a sleep aid. Say hello to Doxepin, also known as Selinor. This antidepressant works by blocking histamine, which basically means it's telling your brain to calm the heck down and get some rest. Sounds great, right? But as with all good things, there's a catch. First off, you might wake up feeling like you just crawled out of a cave. That groggy feeling that just won't quit? Yep, that's Doxepin for you. And to make matters worse, You can also look forward to a dry mouth and dizziness. So if you're planning on taking Selenor for your insomnia, be sure to have some water and hold onto something sturdy. Romeltion. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest player in the game of insomnia, Romeltion. This fancy little medication works by targeting melatonin receptors in the brain, which is basically like sending a love letter to your sleep hormones. Aw, how sweet! It's like a match made in sleep heaven. But seriously, Romeltion is designed to mimic the effects of melatonin, which helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle. So pop one of these babies in your mouth about 30 minutes before bedtime, and get ready to drift off into dreamland. And the best part? Unlike some other sleep aids, Romeltion won't leave you feeling like a zombie the next day. Zaloplan. Zaloplan, aka the speed demon of sleep aids. This little guy is designed to get you snoozing in record time, like a cheetah on caffeine. Seriously, it's like a one-way ticket to dreamland. Zaloplan works by binding to specific receptors in the brain that regulate sleep. And if you take it just before bedtime, you'll be out like a light within 15 minutes. That's faster than a NASCAR pit stop. Triazolam. Gather around because I've got some intel on Triazolam, also known as Halcyon. This speedy little sleep aid is designed to help you fall asleep faster than a sloth on a rainy day. It works by binding to specific receptors in the brain that regulate sleep, so you can say goodbye to all those frustrating nights spent counting sheep. But here's the thing. Triazolam may help you fall asleep quickly, but it doesn't guarantee a full night's rest. Nope, this baby is all about quantity over quality. So if you decide to take Halcyon for your insomnia, be prepared for a potentially restless night. Sure, you'll get to sleep quickly, but you might find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, ready to tackle the day. Or worse yet, you might find yourself staring at the clock, watching the minutes tick by until morning. Chloral hydrate. Well, look who we have here. Chloral hydrate. This old-timer of a medication was used back in the day for treating insomnia, but nowadays it's pretty more obsolete. Apparently, it works by depressing the central nervous system, which sounds a bit like something a villain would do in a spy movie. I'll just depress the central nervous system and they'll all fall asleep. Wahahaha! Anyway, if you do decide to take chloral hydrate, also known as Noctic, be prepared for a snoozy morning. Yup, drowsiness is pretty much a given with this one. Melatonin. And last but not least, we have melatonin, the superstar hormone that helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle. That's right, folks, our bodies produce this stuff naturally. But of course, leave it to us humans to mess with nature and create an over-the-counter version. Because who needs a good night's sleep when you can just pop a pill, right? But in all seriousness, melatonin can be a helpful sleep aid for those who struggle with falling asleep. Just pop one of those bad boys in your mouth about 30 minutes before bed and voila! Sweet dreams, my friends. However, be warned, melatonin can cause some pretty gnarly side effects. We're talking about drowsiness in the next day, headaches, and even nausea. Yuck! So if you're planning on taking melatonin, make sure you've got a clear schedule the next day and a trash can nearby, just in case. Alright folks, we've come to the end of our list of top 10 drugs for insomnia in the US. And what have we learned? Well, first off, there are a lot of options out there, so don't worry if the first one doesn't work for you. Keep trying until you find the right fit. And of course, always talk to your doctor before starting any new medication. In all seriousness though, if you're struggling with insomnia, it's important to find a solution that works for you. Whether that's medication, therapy, or something else entirely, don't give up hope. And in the meantime, maybe give that warm milk and sheep counting thing a try. Who knows, it might just surprise you. And if you're new here, hello and welcome to Medication Updates Quick Facts. Our channel's focus on health and wellness topics is driven with increased awareness and importance of maintaining good health in our fast-paced and often stressful lives. If this is something you're into, consider hitting the subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you can be updated on our next upload. Thank you for watching.